Good evening, friends. Myself, Dr. Nidhi Darbari, on My Education Treasure. In my previous video on classroom management skill of micro teaching, I had told y'all about the factors, principles, and role of teacher. Today, in my present video on classroom management skill of micro teaching, I will tell y'all about the components of classroom management skill of micro teaching. Components of classroom management skill. The main components of the classroom management skill of micro teaching are calling students by their names, making norms of classroom behavior, giving clear directions, ensuring sufficient work for each child, keeping students in eye span, shifting from one activity to another activity smoothly, recognizing and reinforcing attending behavior of students, checking inappropriate behavior of students, control of indiscipline, motivation for objective achieving, purposeful and interesting learning, working for a friendly and cooperative environment, student teacher interaction, to follow democratic pattern, and lastly to use reference material. Calling students by their names. Students are attentive when they are called by their names by the teacher. It has great significance in obtaining students' participation, which controls the learning activities. Making norms of classroom behavior. Norms include the pinpointed instructions of the teacher to the students. Stand up and answer when you are asked question. Raise hands if you know the answer to the question. Never give group response. Listen to the teacher attentively when the teacher is teaching. Giving clear directions for class study. The directions provide good classroom management. The teacher should give clear directions to the students to follow the norms of the classroom behavior of what is expected of them on the points on which they have to pay attention, how they have to do a particular task, what they are supposed to bring from their home, etc. If the teacher fails in doing so, the classroom management will suffer and there will be all confusion. There should be no doubts in whatever instructions the teacher gives to the students. They should not be engaged in any other activity when the teacher is teaching. Ensuring sufficient work for each child. To prepare each student for active students participation, the teacher should allot work to each student, keeping in view the individual differences. Keeping students in eye span. After teaching the concept, the teacher should check the effects of his teaching. He may assign some activity like drawing the diagram and labeling its parts. The teacher should go to each student to check his work and give instructions for further improvement. Shifting from one teaching activity to the other smoothly. When teaching some concepts in the class, the teacher is engaged in many academic activities such as explaining, illustrating, questioning. He should smoothly change from one activity to another. This change in the teacher's behavior is the shift of one activity to another. Before shifting activity, the teacher must ensure himself that the concept under study has been followed by the students. Recognizing and reinforcing desirable behavior. To ensure attending behavior of students, the teacher should use verbal and non-verbal smiling, nodding head for correct responses. This type of the behavior of the teacher is very effective to stimulate learning environment. Reinforcing the students' desirable behavior in the classroom is necessary for classroom management. If the desirable behavior is reinforced often, it affects the other students also, that if they behave properly, they will also be reinforced. Checking inappropriate behavior immediately. This involves that if the student is not behaving properly or is not attentive mentally, he should be immediately checked. He should be directed to behave properly. This will increase the attending behavior of the students, leading to better management of class. If you found the video to be informative and interesting, I request you all to please give a like to my video to motivate me, share it with others and subscribe it so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get a notification. Control of indiscipline. Maintenance of discipline is necessary for classroom management. The teacher should remain active and alert in the class so that he is aware of all the happenings in the class. Which student is naughty, quiet in the class? He should be efficient to catch such students in the class. The teacher can use non-verbal clues in dealing with such desirable and undesirable behaviors. He should keep a keen eye on such students. To go near such students, pat them on their back are some of the ways by which the student who is mischievous is told that the teacher is very well aware of the undesirable behavior and the teacher does not approve his behavior. Motivation for objective achieving. For effective classroom management, the teacher should have complete knowledge of the motivation techniques to attain the objectives of teaching. Purposeful and interesting learning. To make classroom management good, the teacher should make his teaching learning interesting and effective by his content and teaching methods. Working for a friendly and cooperative environment. A calm, quiet and healthy environment where all the students actively participate together in the teaching learning process can play an important role in the classroom management. Classroom management by maintaining a fear and terror environment on the students can never be successful. The teacher should act as a friend, philosopher and guide. The classroom environment should be democratic, healthy and impartial, where the students can ask questions without any fear, where the students can clear the doubts and can discuss whatever is necessary and have the freedom of presentation, where the students attain learning objectives with love and affection. The classroom environment should have no unhealthy and blind competition, jealousy and unpleasantness. Student-teacher interaction. To attain the good classroom management, the teacher should be capable of ability of interaction in the teaching learning situation, as the interaction encourages learning. Follow democratic pattern. Involving students in the interaction process while teaching gives them opportunity to speak, and listening to their problems make the teaching effective. It has the psychological effect and the students worked according to the teachers whom they treat as a role model. There is a great role of good teacher-student relations in developing a friendly atmosphere. Use of reference material. A good administrator is one who knows clearly that which person can do which work efficiently and which thing or article can be used to clarify which subject matter or content. A good teacher is one who can arrange and use the charts, models, blackboards and live teaching aids related to his teaching content to make his teaching effective. Thank you very much for patiently watching the video and don't forget to subscribe.